Good evening, good evening, good evening. So today is 29th of October, which is a Sunday. Tomorrow we start the official peak week. In my mind, peak week doesn't start until the Monday before the show. So technically yesterday would have been 7 days out. It would have been what most people would see as the start of peak week for the Denmark show, the final show that I'm doing before 2025. Now, a lot has happened in the last few days, so I'm going to fill you in with the events of the last few days, where I am, how I feel, how things are. And yeah, wow, go from there. So I didn't ever really actually round up the last show properly. I wasn't disappointed with the placing at all. I took 6th out of 11 in my first ever pro qualifier. We came in really flat. So basically, the Thursday night before the show, I started feeling really sick. Like I wanted to be sick. Not just ill, but like I wanted to be sick. So I knew something wasn't quite right. And then we kind of just shrugged it off. I just kind of thought it was what it was. Didn't really think much of it. And woke up Friday morning. First meal was 125 grams of oats, 30 grams of honey, 50 grams of whey, and 100 grams of raspberries. So it was just like a magnified version of my normal baseline diet. It's normally 100 grams of oats. So it was literally it was a magnified version. It wasn't too much more than what I'm used to. And the meal lasted 10 minutes in me. And that's when we knew shit was wrong. At that point, I instantly knew something went right. We fasted then for about 5 hours, travelled up to Manchester, did everything that was needed, had a stressful time with things like that. It wasn't the easiest run. Got first coat of tan done, everything like that. Then went to do my traditional Five Guys and waffle, and again, that lasted maybe 10 minutes, 20 minutes, not even that actually. And I was straight back to the toilet. I had other meals in between that had gone okay, but that was just straight to the toilet. And we ended up coming in really flat to the show. And that made me look soft and watery, and it just wasn't a good look. But we already know that this is a better look. Now, irritatingly, yesterday we had a Five Guys and probably the most decked out waffle I think I've ever done. 3 scoops of ice cream, fucking chocolate bars on it, everything. I took the piss with it, really. And we had a large and medium Five Guys fries, as well as a bacon cheeseburger. So I really took the piss last night, and we gained a pound. Tom's a little bit stressed about it. I'm a little bit stressed about it. We'll see how we look tomorrow morning. I'm going to take you through parts of tomorrow like I did for the last peak week prep, and all of these are going to clip into one peak week video and then a show day. I'll take the camera around with me. I've not got Ben with me this time, so this will be very vlog style, self-done, taking the tripod and the little stand that this is on now. So it's going to be a very raw, very real video. I'm going to take you through everything from the travel to how I feel on a day-to-day basis. Set the camera up with Lucy for a little while as well, get her to talk on the video. I know she hates it, so I'll make her do it. But this is it. This is my last show until 2025. Regardless of whether I turn pro or not, this will be it. I currently weigh 190 pound. What was it? No, 188 pound, I think it was this morning. My weight limit for amateur classic physique at 177 centimeters or 5'10" is 202 pounds. So I'm a skinny bitch right now, which for the first 2 shows didn't really bother me. This one it is, not gonna lie. But Tom of Evolution Training, my coach, who I've been with for 3 and a bit years, I think, has a plan. We're going to come in absolutely busting full and hope for the best, basically. Kind of see how it goes, and we go from there. But yeah, I'm going to set up my injections. I've got a few jabs left, three jabs left tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday morning before we fly, because obviously I will not be taking stuff to Denmark. That's a bad idea. One of the strictest countries in the world with gear. I'm not taking anything over. Not injectable anyway. So we'll get all of that sorted. This is it. This is the final pro qualifier of 2023. My 7th show, my 2nd pro qualifier. So it's going to be a good look. It's going to be a good look, that I'm sure. I'm really excited to take you through this process for this peak week, probably a little bit more in depth than the last one. Ben will be editing this at some point, so he'll see this. Hi, Ben! He'll see these clips at some point to edit them and put them together to make them presentable for you guys to watch on my YouTube, because you like to watch a random bearded bloke that thinks he's a Viking talk on camera. Hey, whatever floats your boat, guys. I am truly grateful, so don't forget to like and subscribe, because there will be plenty more videos coming. Even after this, we'll be going into the Super Saiyan arc, I think I'm going to call it, as we mutate into someone that can actually fill out my weight class. We will be doing that solely on a diet of Five Guys and waffles. I will most likely have to buy a waffle maker because I cannot afford to keep doing it the expensive way and buy them in. But that is my trick. That is my peak week. Every single peak week that I've done with Tom, I've had a Five Guys and a waffle before the show. That includes the ones that I've won. So yeah, that's the Viking secret, is Five Guys and waffles. The only thing that makes me nervous about Denmark is they don't have Five Guys. So we will be relying on a McDonald's. McDonald's and waffles. But we'll see how that goes. But let's get all my stuff done so I can get to bed, so I can wake up tomorrow, do my first and only client of the day, and go and have some food. Because that's my priority, is getting to the next meal. I enjoy sleep, what little sleep I get, because it's like a time machine to the next meal. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Good morning, good morning. So peak week has officially begun for me. So like I said to you last night, I see like Monday as the start of the official peak week. So we were 190.4 pounds this morning, which after the abuse of the food on Wednesday and Saturday, I'm actually quite glad to see, because it means the body was doing something. It was just a bit delayed, and I can deal with delayed. So we're now in a good position to step forward with the peak. Obviously just waiting on Tom's response. Ooh, scares me. Waiting on Tom's response to see exactly what it is he wants to do. I doubt we'll be doing the death diet this time round. There's literally no need for it. So, or at least not in my opinion anyway, it seems to cause more trouble like filling back up than anything else. So we'll see what he says. Should be within the next kind of half hour, 45 minutes I get a response. And then we go from there. We're on normal baseline today. Started my normal peak week protocol. So Anadrol has come in today, 50 milligrams. That will stay in at 50 milligrams until Thursday, where it'll then be 100. Obviously got an injections to do today and Wednesday morning, final ones of those. We'll get to that later. Dosages aren't too crazy at all actually, but we're in a good spot. But like I said, normal peak week protocol starting to kick in. So today will be chest only. Tomorrow, well, my training tomorrow, back. Then it's shoulders, arms on Thursday, sit the fuck down on Friday. Just found out when registration is. It's 5 till 6 p.m. on Friday, which is pretty similar to the UK shows. So I'm not too stressed about that. And being so far under my weight cap, I'm really not fussed at all. So sitting at 190 pounds, like looking like this, I've got 12 pounds to put on before I even have to worry about my weight cap. And if I start putting 12 pounds on, we're going to start to see a big issue. So we'll probably run baseline today. I'll probably be 188, 189 tomorrow. If we do it again, I'll probably drop to about 187, 188 by Tuesday, Wednesday. Then we'll start to see what happens. Okay, first training session of peak week is done. Time for food. I will put the training footage together for it. Feeling good. Felt really pumped. Actually really did get a pump. There was some pop and life to my physique. Tom was happy with the post-workout posing video that I sent him. So time to tuck in. We've literally got one shift left at Pure Gym. No more clients now until after peak week, which is great. So I can just sit, chill and relax. So time to get the food in because I'm still running slightly on a time limit. It's not a massive one, but it is just enough where I just want to focus on getting food in. Then we can get that shift done. And it is a nice, smooth, easy sail from there. Good morning. Vlog day 2 for the Denmark peak week. So we are sat outside Whitney Weights right now. Bring that across. Yeah, sat outside of Whitney Weights right now, about to go and get a massage, the final massage. Before, had a bad injection on my shoulder, if I'm being honest. So going to have Aaron just kind of work on that, sort that out a little bit. Thankfully, injections are now done. Like, that's the reality behind this. Like, I'm not natural. So it means stabbing myself and sometimes shit goes wrong. So let's have him work on that, open up my pecs a little bit because I've not got the best chest in the world. So making sure that the fibers are fully open, I've got full range of movement, just increases blood flow to that area. So when I go to pump up on Saturday, hopefully it's just a little bit easier to get a pump. I can get that little bit fuller look in the chest, that little bit better, because right now every small measure could be the difference between taking that pro card and coming second. So everything that I can do right now is being done. Once I've done that, I'm gonna go and get my next meal, chill for half an hour, and then I'm training back with the missus over at Pure Gym. Really looking forward to that. I don't get to train with her very often. Don't always enjoy training with her in the off season because that strength disparity is really there. But for sessions like this, where it's just a back session, it's more about pump and glycogen movement. I'm not trying to lift the entire world. Sometimes it's nice to go and train with her, and we don't get much time together. So really looking forward to that, actually. But yeah, that's the plan so far. I'll catch up with you after all of this is done and go through where my mind is and how things are, what's going on in my head, what's stressing me, what feels good. We'll go through it all. Right, I'll see you in a bit. Good evening. So it's been a long day. We're now at the in-laws. So like I said, we're staying over at the in-laws tonight to make the travel in the morning that little bit easier. So we'll be up really early, checking with Tom. We've started to plan a little bit of the carb up, but obviously we've got travel times to deal with, things like that. So it's going to be a bit of a stressful day, I think. Trying to get 7 meals in. What were the macros? 150 grams of carbs, 30 grams of protein, 10 grams of fat. So I've got the first 2 meals sorted. That's fine. Everything after that's going to be a bit of a ball ache, but we'll work on it. We'll see what we can do, because obviously getting food through airport is going to be a nightmare. It's now 10:05, so the goal now is just get my ass into bed, hunker down, and start the day again tomorrow. Obviously, because a lot more is going on tomorrow, I'm going to take you through a lot more. But for now, we're in a really good spot. Tom is very, very, very happy with how we're looking. I'm very happy with it. I've seen a few people that I'm competing against, and you know what? I've just got to take that mentality of it doesn't matter. I've seen people on Instagram before and thought, fuck, I can't stand up against them, and I've beaten them. And there are guys that I thought wouldn't do as well that have beaten me. So Instagram's one of them things. It's a dangerous world to be in. So for now, I'm going to hunker down. I'm going to stay off social media as much as I can for the next few days and just focus on me and bring in the best King Canute possible, bring the best package possible, because if I can do that, then I know that I will have left no stones unturned, and win, lose, it doesn't matter. As long as I am the best me possible, that is a win in itself. So I'll see you guys in the morning for travel day. Well, good friggin' morning. It is Wednesday, November 1st. It's travel day. So up nice and early. What is it? It's 10 to 7. Already checked in, done 3 rounds of posing, watched a couple of videos, learnt that Nick Walker's out of the Olympia. Kalasinski's looking incredible. Morning news. Yeah, this is the day that I've been nervous about. Really nervous about. Weather is shit. Woo. Lucy's awake. Weather is really shit today, so I'm going to start getting stuff ready and go early, just so we've got extra time on the roads. Also gives us time to stop off at station, garages, things like that, because coffee for Lucy, toilet for me, consistently going to need the toilet. That's an absolute guarantee. We want to be able to get there with plenty of time. I'd rather be at the airport for longer and a little bit hungrier than stressing because we're running late. So we'll take our time. We'll get there when we get there. And yeah, but this is the day that I've been worried about. The timings with food, because it was 187 pounds this morning, which is getting light again. So last show we were 185 pounds on the stage day, I believe, or somewhere around there, 185, 187, and flat as a pancake. And I'm looking vascular and great this morning, mainly because Mary, Lucy's nan's house is so incredibly hot. It's like the Sahara Desert here. So I woke up really vascular and dehydrated, which is kind of cool, but not what we need in terms of the carb up. So meal 1 is sorted, meal 2 is sorted, and then we're in the airport and traveling and flying, and it's going to get to be a fucking ball ache. So we will start to kind of go from there. We should land around 3:05, I believe, their time. So 2:05, it's only about a 2-hour flight, so with the time difference, it shouldn't be too bad. So it'll be about 5 hours without food. We'll literally go and source food straight away, whether it be whey protein and a couple of Squares bars. We'll sort something out, it doesn't matter. Just waiting on Tom's response, but yeah, this is it. Here we fucking go. So I'll take you along for the journey today, some of the car ride, things like that. We're leaving the dog behind. That's stressing me out. I don't really like the idea of that. I don't actually think I've introduced the dog yet on here. Tora, what's this? What's this? Come and say hi. Come and say hi. Lucy's got the dog. There we go. So that is the noisiest Dachshund in the world. She's kept us awake quite a lot. She's very good at making a lot of noise. Very attention heavy. It's kind of like me, I suppose. But yeah, we're leaving her behind, which is kind of stressing me out because I don't really like the idea of that. But enough waffling. I need to start getting ready to pack up the car and get out. It shouldn't take me too long because most of it's done. Just got to move a few things around in the suitcase, and yeah, we go from there. So guys, I'll catch you in a couple of hours. We are 45 minutes away from the airport, roughly. Yeah, about 45 minutes. On the way to Stansted, which is where we're flying from. Not a lot to say, we're in the car. Had meal 1, still hungry, but really good check-in this morning. Tom was happy. Wants me to take photos in the airport, that'll be entertaining. We'll sort a way of doing that out somewhere. Strip down in the middle of Stansted Airport. That'll cause a scene. Yeah, fuck it. We're on the way. Probably the most stressful bit for me. The bit that I've been looking forward to the least is the actual flight, food timings, things like that. It's stressing me out a lot. But once we're there and sorted, things will be all right. Well, we made it to Denmark. How to make a guy really nervous. Take him to a country he's never been, put him in a car he's never been in, make him drive on the wrong side of the bloody road. This is going to be interesting. So first port of call is go and find a supermarket. I'll get some food, see what I can get that's easy to get. Potentially then find a gym. That would be the next job, I think. Or we might just go straight to the venue that we're staying at, the Airbnb. Not entirely sure yet. My wife's just videoing the car just to make sure that everything is fine and dandy with that. But this is weird. So we're in some Peugeot. I don't know what kind of Peugeot it is. I'll take some photos of it later, put some overlay on. But the flight wasn't too bad. Ryanair is definitely tight. Yeah, here we go. Well, we have arrived at the Airbnb. So I've taken the time to sit down and actually get meal 3 and 4 in because fuck me, I was hungry. They were demolished, didn't last long enough, anywhere near long enough. So probably gonna have another meal in a minute. But we've got our Airbnb. Lucy's watching Grown Ups 2. Where is she? There she is. Say hi, Lucy.
Hi.
But this place isn't too bad. Let me spin the camera around. I'll take you around what we got. So, as you can tell, we've already eaten, so it already looks like a mess. But it's basically like a studio. So we've got the bed, TV with Netflix, thankfully.
Is there another bed upstairs?
Yep, there's somewhere up there. Somewhere up there, there's another bed, and I think that's a moose. So, I don't know. Let me, we've finally just got some food in, so I'm going to put the camera down. Bear with me. Let's have a quick abs check. Yep, they are still there. I'm going to give it about 10-15 minutes for food to settle. Check in with Tom, send some photos. We're supposed to do 7 meals of 150 grams of carbs with 30 grams of protein, 10 grams of fat. Obviously that's a little bit difficult to do, but we have been to a shop already. So we have got some bits, but we've realized we've forgotten travel adapters because the plugs in Denmark are not the same as the UK.
Right, European.
It's European plugs. So brain didn't really engage on that, but we will get that sorted. Tomorrow we're about 5 minutes from what is, it's like a Lidl, and about 20 minutes away from a decent superstore. So we'll deal with that and we'll go from there. But for now, I'm gonna sit, watch Grown Ups, let my food settle, check in. I've got a little bit of work to do, but yeah, we are here, we're finally here. This is a show that I've been planning since 2020, so this means a lot to me, but I'll sit down and explain more of that tomorrow. For now, we'll just get the next couple of meals in. So I've done 4 out of 7 meals, but it's time to watch some film, get off my feet, because I've been on my feet a lot. Let me go from there. Catch you guys in a bit. Good morning, I think. Yeah, 10:30. So, what a start to the day. Dickhead over here forgot travel adapters, so had to go and sort some of those. Just waiting for instructions on Tom. Oh, here we go. Right, I'll deal with that in a minute. So, meal 1's already in. We had oats. Gone and solved a shopping issue. Done the coldest check-in of my entire life out in the front, the front of this apartment, which I'll spin this round, is, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's on a main road. So I'm cold, doing bodybuilding poses in front of a main frigging road, which was entertaining. But obviously it's Denmark, it's cold. So I'll overlay some photos, or get Ben to overlay some photos of that check-in. Fuck me, that was chilly. But we're just waiting on the response now from the boss man to tell us what to eat for meal 2. We're then going to go and find a gym. I found a few that are in the local area, which we'll go and try out, and we should also then be able to get a bit of a pump going and some decent photos. Ding, those are the instructions. Obviously, we're chilling. We're actually in a really beautiful area. Driving around going, wow, this is actually really stunning. This would be beautiful in the winter, like proper winter with snow and things like that. Really, really cool area. Actually, could probably easily come back for a holiday here. But yeah, it's really, really nice. So let's do a live read on what the instructions are. Right, 200 carbs, mix of rice and squares bars, 30 to 40 grams, 10 fats of meal in this, please. Let's do this, then go for gym sesh, rinse and repeat, same meal post-workout, picks post-workout. Cool. So, there you go. That's the answer to what that is. And yeah, we'll go and get that sorted. Train, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. It's a bit of a weird video. I'll go a little bit more in depth into like mentality and how I'm feeling, things like that in a little bit. And yeah, just guide you through where I am with prep so far. Well, good morning. It is Friday before the show, the Friday before the show, so competing tomorrow. So, what time? I don't even know what time it is. What time is it? It's 9:30. Right. So cooking, I've already had meal 1, checked in the coldest check-in I've ever done. Doing them outside because the lighting, as Tom says, is wank here. So that's always fun. Even then, outside, Casper the Ghost has more colour than I do. So it's not been the easiest check-in. Was not the best response from Tom in the sense that, because normally we use Aldactone, which dries me out as I go. We're not using it this time because I seem to over dry every time. I can't fill up. We're taking a slightly different approach, but we're feeling good. We're feeling good. I feel like there's a lot of pressure on this show for me mentally, which is unusual. It's not something I normally feel, but for those that know me, they know that I've wanted this particular show for a long time. So October 11th, 2020 was the first time I saw this show advertised. and I shared a post on my personal Instagram saying that I wanted to do that show. COVID hit, and in a way it's a good thing I didn't, because I'd have been way too small, and I am too small this time, but I was even smaller back then. So it's probably a good thing it didn't happen. But that means I've been waiting for this show since 2020, October 2020. It's now November 2023. So it's been a long time coming. And for me, that's putting a lot of pressure on it. It's an enjoyable pressure. And as Daddy Seabum says, pressure is a privilege. And it truly is. It truly, truly is. I do feel like there's a little bit extra on me for this. I know Lucy has gone through hell on this prep. And if you've watched the couples Q&A video, you'll see a bit of an insight on her. And I'm probably going to get her to talk a little bit on camera today as well, with her mindset towards this particular show. I'll take you along for the journey into Ringstead to the outlet centre as well. But like I said, there's a bit more pressure on this show. And as much as it's still enjoyable, and no matter what the outcome is, I'm going to be proud of myself. It's 22 weeks of dieting, 3 peaks. I've done 3 shows this year. Before this year, I've only done a total of 4. So I've almost done my total showing amount across the span of 2017 to last year in one single year, and 1 show behind. That's a huge amount of work. That's a huge amount. So my body's gone through hell with this. Lucy's gone through hell. There's a lot mentally going on, and I am really ready to go into a very long off season and put on that 12, 15, 18 pounds, whatever it ends up being, that final kind of weight that I need to put on. Definitely ready for that now, no matter what. But we've got 24 hours. In 24 hours, the tan will be going on. 2 coats done tomorrow, which is unusual and weird. Well, like I said, 2 coats going on in 24 hours. In 30 hours, 31 hours, I'll be done. I'll either be not disappointed, but I'll either be an IFBB pro, or I'll still be going home an amateur and going back to work immediately. We'll see what happens. But like I said, there's a lot of pressure on this show. But I'm going to finish cooking my food. I'm going to take Lucy over to the outlet centre, have a wander around, keep digestion moving as well. And yeah, I'll take you for a little walk. See you guys in a little bit. Good evening. Right, so we've got the final meal of the Carb Up. Well, part of the final meal of the Carb Up. We've got a Burger King with a waffle, which I'll make later. So obviously we've got the infamous and all-important Peak Max about to go down. With some vitamin C. Got some salt to add to my chips, even though they are probably already well salted. We just want shitloads of salt on everything. We're good to go. Registration's done. Excuse me. Yeah, registration's done. As always, there's some absolute fucking units at the show. But like Tom says, it can all change under the lights. So, yeah. We're almost ready to go. I'm going to eat this, and then before I make the waffle, I'm going to sign back on and go through a little bit. But obviously you can probably hear Lucy's watching Hell's Kitchen. I think it's her favourite programme. I actually quite enjoy it as well, not going to lie. Especially the old ones where Gordon's a little bit more brutal than what he is now. But going to tuck into this. Like I said, registration's done. Feet are up on the chair. Trying to drain out the last bits of fluid from my physique. Diuretic will go down after the waffle. We'll cut water right down from there and piss our way through the whole night. Should be a good one. So, most of the work is done now. Now it's time to enjoy this meal, chill the fuck out, and go from there. Okay, so final part of the final meal before the show is obviously the legendary waffle. Tom said pig out, Tom said go big. So, we are. Obviously, because it's homemade, it looks a bit different. So we've got like the toaster waffles kind of all smashed together with loads of shit on it, some ice cream, some chocolate. It's basically what we normally do. It's just not as nicely presented because I ain't good at that. But yeah, this is it. Final meal to go down, drop a Diazide, get my ass to bed, get my feet up. We are so close to that finish line now. Nothing can go wrong now. We've just got to finish the job. Proper fucking excited. I got Hell's Kitchen on the TV. My beautiful wife behind me. We are good to go. Like, honestly, this is it. This is the final run at this weight cap. Like, or at least at this weight anyway. We'll be pushing the weight cap next time we're on stage, regardless of whether it's a pro or an amateur. This is it. This is the biggest show of my life. This is everything. So I'm gonna put this food down, drop the Diazide, do as I'm told, get my feet up and get some sleep, because I've not slept properly in 4 nights and I can feel myself getting tired now. It's like that excitement's finally kicking in. So yeah, I'm ready. I'll catch you guys in a little bit. Good morning. So show morning. About to drive over to the Congress Center, or however the fuck you say it. Let's see, she's happy to be awake because it's early. So meal 1 is already down. Tom's happy. We're just waiting to dry out, basically. We just need to continue drying out. Full as a house, which is always good, which is what we didn't have at Gymshark. So now it's time to turn the car on and head down to the event center. It's about a 20-minute drive. We're getting in a little bit early. My tan's at 9:30. We're getting there at 9, see if we can get tanned a little bit earlier. Gives us a bit more time, a little bit less stress, and even if not, I can just put my feet up, chill, and continue to dry out. So, time to go. See you in a little bit. Right then, guys, so this is the end of the prep season. As you can see, we took first place in my class. Didn't quite get the pro card win. We got beaten out. It was a really, really solid class, though, to be fair. The guy that actually won the pro card was absolutely insane. He was absolutely ridiculous. One of the taller guys. And you know what? I'm okay with it. I took 6th place at the Gymshark show. And that was a bit of a knock. Yes, I got ill. There was a few things that happened. My stomach, it wasn't playing games. We came in absolutely fucking shredded to that show, but we were as flat as 13-year-old track girl, and that didn't bode well for us. So to come in to this show, coming off the back of a 6th place, to then take 1st place in a lineup of 5 very solid, very good competitors, for me, that's redemption. Okay, I've said it before, I came to this wanting this show for a long time. So I now managed to tick that box and fulfill that kind of dream, for want of a better way of putting it. So that feels really good. Feels really good, actually. So what's next? Well, next is off season. The general consensus is basically I just need to be bigger and fill out the weight class. There's nothing more to it than that. I'm still very light, still coming in very underweight, and that gives me a lot of room to play with. So we know that if we take the Gymshark, which was my best conditioning, and mix it with the fullness from this show, that would be untouchable at 202 pounds. Absolutely untouchable. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take 2024 off. I'm gonna catch up with Tom in a couple of days, but we're gonna take 2024 off, grow, develop, fill out what I need to fill out, and then come back 2025 for the next round of pro card attempts. Because at the moment I can carry on, but I'm just gonna run myself into the ground. I'm not gonna improve enough. So we need to really just focus on filling out the class. But that really does bring this to a close. This prep season has been 22 weeks. There's been some massive ups, some really fucking low lows as well. But I want to say thank you for everyone that supported me in any way, shape or form. It's been one hell of a ride, but now we go into the off season. We've got a couple of days off just to eat, chill, enjoy life. And then we grow, we develop, and the winter arc, the Super Saiyan arc, or whatever I'm going to end up calling it, that'll all be recorded with Ben as well. We're going to keep this going, keep the YouTube going. More for me, for documenting it, but for you guys that are weird enough to want to follow along as well, and I really do appreciate every single one of you. But for now, I'm going to finish off my cookie, go and drag my ass for a shower, try and get some of this tan off, and then look for a nice restaurant to go to with the wife after a bit of work. Still got a bit of work to do, but yeah, thank you very much for following along so far, and I'll see you on the next video, which will be the start of the off-season plans. Take care, guys.